Morning. What is record scale? Morning. But to give you an idea of opening up and what it's like in my shop. How's everybody? Happy Friday. So I'll come in, do the shutter, turn the jukebox on, of course. And then normally what I do is I select Baker Street. You see that? Just because it annoys Bob. Then I'll choose whatever game on the Atari. Probably choose Pac-Man. What's to choose? Star Wars. There's loads. I'll choose that. Then. Oh, the sound of the 70s. Alright, okay, that's enough from you. Anyway, welcome to my shop. Welcome to the flick through video. If you've never seen one of these videos before, then what I do, my name's Alan. Ignore that. I run Collecting Survive Record Shop in North Liverpool, and I do a weekly flick through video. Excuse me. And generally I have quite a lot of new stock every week, so we do a quick video, we run through what we've got, we show people what's happening in the shop, we have music on, we've got a gig happening at the last Saturday of every month. We have gigs. We've got a gig happening at the last Saturday of this month, and that is Samia O'Grady. And Samia will play there, in that corner, and then you can all come along for free. And then you can all buy her records, if you like, and if you don't, don't. Anyway, yeah, so there's a record shop. That's what you'll see as a punter when you come in. New in, collectibles on the walls. Over there. Rock and pop A to Z. Mostly second hand. And then we have some other sections split out. Punk, blues, grunge, metal, easy listening, soundtracks. Sorry, I'm over here. Soundtracks, etc. Some cool record labels. Christmas section. Oh yeah. Soul jars, comps, all that sort of stuff. You probably noticed by now that the production value of these videos is exceptional. And they've been like this pretty much for the last year. I think I've been doing them. And I've not disappointed in the production value, have I? Hang on. Let's get you set up. Right, what did I want to say? Oh, I did have a little list of things to ding. Quite a few people have dinged off, haven't they? Let's put my thing down. Who's dinged off? Steve Harwell. Harwell? Smash Mouth. Gary Wright. Spooky Tooth. I missed Gary Wright a couple of weeks ago with Spooky Tooth. He's gone. A couple of dings for them. A couple of other people, haven't there? Obviously, Jeff and Annie from Probe. And I didn't know them, but I used to go to Probe quite a lot. So there's a ding for them. Hang on a minute. Yeah, get used to it. This is generally what it's like with the videos. Oh no, what's going on there? Oh. Yeah, so alright, we've got loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. Some collectibles. So I'll go through what we've got in a minute. I'll give you a timestamp so you can see when the normal videos start and the collectibles start. Yeah, don't get too excited. I'm running late today and I've obviously not got anything written down. So I'm over here. I've not got anything written down, much to nobody's surprise. Where's the no. Oh. That's today. Oh, yeah, okay. Huh? Oh, okay, right. Oh, can I do it there? Sorry, I'm not doing very well here, am I? Absolutely, this is just what it's like. Can I open photos? I was going to show you some photos and I'm trying to open photos. But I've got this really old, ancient Mac, and it's just not doing anything. Right, what have we got? 5 minutes already. I thought I'd have a moment and show you about packing boxes. Look at that, you know, when you get records delivered, and it's not just me, is it? And you go, oh, dead easy, and then you rip that bit off that says open, and then you go, oh, and you try and get your finger in there, don't you? And then to open the rest of it, and then something like that happens, and then what you end up doing is getting your finger right in there and then ripping it open, and then hopefully you haven't damaged your record inside. So that's that. What else? Right, let's get on with it. I forgot to give you. Sorry, I'm just not with it. I'm not with it today. I forgot to give you an update on the record, didn't I? So again, if you've been watching these videos, you know I had a copy of Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith. Excuse me. I'm not going to wash my hands. By Aerosmith, and it was warped. So I tried all sorts. I put it under some boxes, and I'd messed about with it. And I thought, right, great, yeah, I'll get that. I'll get the warp out of it, and I thought I'm not going to heat it up because I know I'll wreck it. So I didn't. So I thought, I know, I'll put it in my Vice at home, because I've got a Vice at home in my little shed. And then I got home, and my Vice realised my Vice was absolutely knackered. Now, if I can be bothered, I'll put some photos of what it looked like. And then, so this happened to you. What you do is, instead of then going, right, what I'll do is, I'll just think of another option. You end up going, oh, I'll do that job instead. So I ended up spending time fixing my Vice. And if I can be bothered, I'll put a photo up of it. I just cleaned the rust off it and, you know, greased it up, slid it into, anyway. And fixed that up, and then stuck my record in it. So maybe I'll stick a photo of that up there. But, so, you know, that's... Oh, and I came into the shop, and I said to Bob, that was what I was going to tell you, downstairs from the bookshop, I said, oh, I fixed my Vice last week, and I put the record in it, I'm going to see what it does. He said, you should offer a service to do that for other record buyers who want to get rid of their warp. You can call it Me and Me Vice. Me and Me Vice. There's a ding for Bob. So we get on with it. Hello! 8 minutes. Flick through 8 minutes. I was going to tell you a story about, well, I'll tell you that next week if I think of it, because it's quite funny, but I haven't got time. Right, so let's get on with it. Right, what have we got? We've got loads of Human League records, a couple of the first early Human League, Reproduction, and Travelogue. These don't normally come in, it's normally Dare, isn't it, that comes in. We've got them, so they're pretty good, they're in nice condition. Very good plus. Complete juxtaposition to the Wonder Stuff 12-inch of Welcome to the Cheap Seats. And I've put Remember When the Stuffies Were Good, which is before that. Sorry, I didn't like it when it went all fiddly twiddly. Vic Reeves, I Will Cure You. It's got Dizzy on it. And Hey Mr. Hairdresser, whatever that was called. Oh Mr. Hairdresser. There's Vic. Best of the Bangles. UB40, Labour of Love. I'll try and get this, I genuinely will try and get through this quick out. So when I'm on 31 minutes, obviously at the end of the video, I won't. Because one of my old pals came in, who was like one of the first people to come into when I started doing the shop as a pop-up shop years ago now. And he came in and he went, oh, I do like your videos, but they're really long, aren't they? And he's really supportive, so if he says it, I'm going to take note. Hey mate, go and visit his Instagram. What's it called? Cole, I can't remember. I'll put a link in. Anyway, Pretenders. That's a great album. The Pretenders are so underrated. Some farm stuff all together now. 12-inch. Very good condition. Their 1991 album, and that's got the EP with it. Spartacus. Eurythmics. Yeah, it's had a bit of action, but I had it on yesterday in the shop. Plays great. Eurythmics, Revenge. Some Boss Pop around in the 80s, wasn't it? You just think about, like the Eurythmics, what they were doing was great. UK 1989. Got some early Eurythmics stuff. They were the tourists, weren't they? Anyway, got some of that in. Jackson 5. Everyone a banger on there. Slap bass. I just put slap and then a picture of Mark King doing his slap bass. Got loads of ABBA. I know this is nothing exciting, but this is just normal stock. So come in and get your ABBA. ABBA dabba do and ABBA dabba don't. ABBA. That's great. Visitors, brilliant. You can tell they were all going through breaks up. It's very, very moody, isn't it? I'm singing Head Over Heels now by ABBA. Roxy Music. Avalon. Alright love, back in a minute. I'm just taking me Hawk out. Has anybody seen my my Hawk helmet? Where did you last have it? Oh, I think back when you last saw it. Well, it was when I was last out on the misty plains of Avalon. Most probably where it is. You maybe left it in the car. Anyway, or on your chariot. I'll shut up. Rolls Royce greatest hits. Well, I put greatest hit and then in parenthesis S, cause name another one. Name another one. I mean, there's lots on here. Oh, is that them? Okay. Okay. I wouldn't have known it, but alright. That's a Moye. Fleetwood Mac. Bit of action. Got this collection. Some of it I've seen a bit of action. Just marked, but it plays through fine. I do have a couple where there's a mark on it. It does make a click, which is sad because unfortunate because of collectible ones. I'll get to them in a minute. Dire Straits best of. Monty Python Lines. Canadian press of it. Just a bit thicker cardboard. The Busies. Got quite a bit of Police. Harder albums to get is Ghost in the Machine, Synchronicity. They're a bit more difficult. The rest of them, the loads of them come in. Graceland. Not Gracelands. Graceland. Elton Honky Chateau, the original UK 1972 first press with the kind of fake leather envelope opener. And then it's got kind of a faux leather. God, spat all over me. Oscilloscope. Not a sentence I thought I'd say today. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. So then we all got a satin jacket with our name written on the back. I put your name on your stuff for you. We put our name on our son's clothes, school stuff, and then noticed that we stuck it on the outside of his collar. So he hadn't noticed. I think he would have been pointing out to him pretty quick, but I managed to get that off and sort it out for him. Elton John, and no, I won't read that. It's not rude. It's not rude about Elton. It's just me trying to do a stupid joke. It's not funny, but I just left it on. Makes no sense. So I've put, look at this, Mike Oldfield Incarnations, and I've put a Yorkshire village is missing a vet. Wasted on you lot. I thought that was funny. Muppet Show album. Look at this, the track. There's a great name of a track on here. Side 2, track 10. It's called Saxon Violence. It's not what you'd expect on a Muppets album. Anyway, I thought this was Foreigner, and it isn't. It's Cat Stevens. So got loads of Cat Stevens in. Don McLean, you know, all absolute standard stuff. Look at that, Roger, Fun in Space. It's a really good album. underrated, and he's done a lot of solo material, and some of it, you know, I'm not, that's brilliant. That and his first single, called I'm Gonna Testify, which is covered by the cover of the Parliaments track, and he did his own B-side called Turn On The TV, and that's in the jukebox. You want to come and play that? Jukebox all works. It was Michael Fick. I'm going to change the singles over for the jukebox because I realise I've nearly had it a year. I think I've had it a year. We've got to go in Christmas Eve, so I'll have all that changed over, I think, pretty soon. Faith, Billy Joel. Honestly, one of the biggest sellers in the shop is Billy Joel. Every time I put Piano Man out, it sells. Still singing ABBA. It's going around in my head. Head Over Heels, put that track on. I think it's Head Over Heels from The Visit. It's got a really catchy chorus. It's brilliant. Santana, greatest hits. Don't sing it. Ricky Lee Jones. Interesting, I've never heard Ricky Lee Jones before. Sounds like a bit like Tom Waits and a bit like Lucinda Williams, but it's all Ricky Lee Jones, obviously. Macca 2, it's got the greatest ever Macca song, which I'll give you 3 tracks and you've got to tell me which one you think it is of these ones. Waterfalls, Coming Up, or Temporary, Secretary. Have a guess which one you think it is out of them. I'll give you clues, not the 2 you're thinking of, if you're thinking of the obvious ones. Non-Rama. Yeah? Non-Rama. Pretty strong in their activism in the 80s, weren't they? Look that up about Non-Rama. Very commendable. Anyway, U2. Rattling on. I remember working in Crown Records and we got a tape of this or something, or something. I'm sure there was a mispress of this and Kate Bush or something. Did we get a Kate Bush record? It was mispressed, or we got Rattle and Humming and a Kate Bush on the B-side or something. I can't remember. Nobody cared. Right, where are we up to? Yeah, we're still flying, right? So let's do 19 and okay. Yeah, we'll come at it in about another minute or so. I was thinking about, there's a story I was gonna tell you, and can't remember what the lead into it was, but I'll tell you the story anyway. It was something about, I can't remember why I was going to say the story, but I was thinking about, you know, when you're at do a handbrake 10, you know, when you go into meetings and you are then you have to introduce yourself in a meeting, and you have to kind of name something that you've done. I think it was something about playing gigs, and it reminded me of this incident. And we were all asked to go around the table and name something that you'd done, or you knew, or you famous, you claimed to fame. And I was like, I remember there was at one, and we would go around a table and people were like going, oh yeah, you know, my cousin went to school with Cilla Black or whatever. It wasn't actually in Liverpool, it was down in down south. That would have been quite amazing, but it was all like really, really, you know, tenuous stories. And mine was something like, oh, I played a gig at Wembley. And people were like, wow, that's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, the Dog and Duck Wembley, which is a pub in Wembley. And the funny thing about the Dog and Duck in Wembley was that it advertised itself as Wembley's biggest live venue. I swear to God. And you step out the door and there'd be Wembley Arena, and then the old, because we're talking, yeah, the old Wembley Stadium. And we'd be like looking into it going, what? And that was my concern. God, I couldn't think of anything else. I really couldn't. So I was like, oh, I've played a gig at Wembley. And then I had to admit that I was actually nobody. They were like, oh, who are you supporting? And I really wanted to go, oh yeah, Aerosmith, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I dug myself out of that one pretty quickly. Yeah, interestingly, the thing at that, I remember the bloke who kind of like won it, because you go around and you assess it, who's got the best story. The bloke who won it was the bloke going, oh yeah, I was in Saving Private Ryan. And we were all like, what? And I, dude, was an amputee, and he was in the beach scene at the beginning where it's obviously all very distressing, but it obviously filmed brilliantly. And you know the bit at the beginning with the bloke picking his arm up, if you remember, it's pretty gross. Anyway, that was this bloke. And we were like, what? And you know, we said it kind of nonchalant. He's like, oh yeah, I've been in loads of movies. There was an acting union for quite a demand for amputees to play parts. That wasn't a pun, by the way. To play roles, and he was in it, yeah. So he was that dude, and then so obviously this is like a, you know, you do a day seminar, and where obviously none of us then want to talk about whatever it was, training, PowerPoint training or whatever it was. We all wanted to know about his. So even the trainer, I think we've spent a good half an hour talking to him at the beginning, and then any opportunity, and he kind of did a little talk at the end and kind of went through it, and we were all just, don't remember any, I don't even remember what the course was, but I remember everything he told me about like shooting a movie and the pyrotechnics and the effects, and it was quite, he told me it was like a really dangerous set. It was like, you know, that was going off and water everywhere, and people were like struggling in the water and all sorts. He said it was like really quite dangerous. Anyway, there you go. So this is what you tune in for, right? You don't tune in for the records, you tune in for a bit of that. Oh, the other thing is, so winter's coming, Christmas is coming. We do things like, we obviously have the vouchers, so you can come and buy record vouchers. We do framed records, sleeves, and frame records, and Uji stuff like that, Uji flip stuff like that. So come in and get a bit of that. And I know it's only September, but look, Christmas is it for retailers. My summer's been pretty good, but then it can go like that, and it can dip, and certainly when it gets to like August and people run out of money and spend it on holidays, it dips, and all retailers are looking towards Christmas. So you know, if you can, come and buy stuff from an independent retailer, have a look, support your independent retailers. I'm just not begging, do what you like, I'm just saying, give it a go. Okay, collectibles, 22, oh, should we say 23 minutes? God, what were we talking about? 23 minutes, right, come the gig. Samuel O'Grady, I don't think I've got a picture of. It's going to be a good one. That's September the 30th. Okay, free, 4 o'clock. It's going to be. Got some of the good ones lined up as well. Right, just wait for a couple of seconds. Boom, you're on. 23 minutes. Hello, welcome to Collectibles. Right, what have we got? Got loads of 7s. I've just started pricing a few interesting ones up. So we've got stuff like there. And we've got. There she goes, by the Lars. I don't think they say it like that. Oh, Sticky Fingers, Stones. So I've had one of these in before, and I've got another couple in. So there's loads of different varieties to this. This one, if you're a collector, come in, and I've got like a sort of interesting collectible one in very good plus condition, A3B4, 1971, zip with the two lines on it. People collect these based on the obviously the different pressings, that's what collectors do, but the type of zip that is on there, believe it or not, makes it more collectible or not. So that's in really good condition, that's got all the bits, and it's got everything on there. I've got another one, which is it's a little bit more ropey. It's got the clicks zip on it, and then the belt buckles come off the top, but it's still in, the record is in, I'd say, very good. No, very good plus, the record's really, really good on that. I was playing this yesterday in the shop. It's got the excuse me, it's got the insert. Yeah, they come with a insert, which I think some people mistake as a poster, but anyway, there's that and that. Some other bits. Benny King, oh, what is soul? Look, this happens with some records. And there's a couple of ways. You can fix it with, you know, a bit of Pritt stick or double-sided tape or whatever. Unfortunately, this record is a bit knackered. Look. You see that? Scratched. So I'm going to give it a clean, and I'll make a decision on whether I'm going to put it out or not. And if it doesn't go out, it'll go in one of them frames. And it'll be a nice frame Benny King record. you've got to price them appropriately according to how damaged they are. Jimmy Reed. Stateside label. Very nice. Rusty Springboard. Collectible album. This is Dusty's collectible album on the Philips. Right, it's nice, but it's got these, you see that? It's got 3 of them, and they click. It keeps spinning, sorry Dusty. It keeps, it clicks, and now I don't know what that is. It looks like maybe something's been sat on it. I can't work it out. It looks like a little horseshoe. So very tiny horses with hot hooves been walking on this record. So it really devalues it quite dramatically, because, you know, no one wants that clicking all over son of a preacher man, do they? So that's a bit frustrating, so that'll be priced up accordingly. Mozza, in great condition, 12-inch introspective, Pet Shop Boys, Tracy Chapman, Crossroads. I've not seen this in the shop before, and this is the one that comes with, this is the European one. It's not even for sale on Discogs, I don't think. I just quickly checked it. I'll have to go back and double check it today. But it's got the lyric sheet in all the European languages. I don't know. Changes Bowie, but this is a double. Bit of action there. Record on that's fine. Bowie. Cure. Standing on the Beach of singles. This is getting silly price. You can't find that online quite cheaply anymore. All Cure stuff is a bit silly. Shabby Road. I think this is a normal. Remember last week when I was telling you about the Apple? This is just a normal one. Macca, really nice. Oh yeah, that is a really nice first press of it. I think unplayed. The person I bought it off said that it was their mum's and she didn't like it, so she didn't play it. Soz Macca. Well, I like it, but she didn't. Let it be. But let it be. Red Apple. Means a first press, doesn't it? Apparently there's a box set of this when it first came out. I've never seen that. That's in VG Plus. Looks barely played. We've had a clean on the old Oki Noki. We do record cleaning. Oki there. Oki Noki is the make of the record cleaner. Sorry for if it's making a load of noise. You don't hear it obviously making noise because it's not playing back, is it? So, you know, I noticed on when I was uploading the last video, it plays a little bit as you're uploading the text, and it was like. So, and I noticed when I like walk off and turn around, it loses the sound. So I'm not changing the production value of it. Tough deal with it. Not super collectible, but I was just pricing up some Beatles stuff. So I've got oldies, more like with the Beatles. Mountain, not super rare, but this is just like really beautiful condition. Apart from someone written their name on it. Oh God, Tony, you've ruined it for everybody. But really love these Island inner sleeves. Pink rim. Explained that, didn't I, last week? Pink rim label. That's really nice. That will go out today. Still got loads of Gaza in. Just trying to get through that, and I'm making slow progress. Just keep picking up collections, and I've still got loads of collectible Queen stuff from that sort of period. So all that's getting priced up and going out. Backstreet Crawler. See, I told you I'd try and make it quick, and it's still 29 minutes. Look at this. Very good plus. First press, white album. I'll take this out off screen so nobody can have a go at me for jamming it in. Look at this number. Sleeve, very good. You can't. Oh yeah, you can see the text on there. They normally get really battered. So this is a VG, I'd say VG Plus maybe. But just the number of it, and the record's a VG Plus. So you know. If you saw the other one I had in, that was nuts, wasn't it? There's the records for it. All the bits, crazy. Right, that's it. So I'm going to go because I'm going to end it before 30 minutes because I said I was going to end it quicker. So come the gig, Be nice to one another. See ya.